morning and welcome to Chili Smith. I'm Steve Smith, and this morning we're going to introduce you to the brand new Chili Smith store and also some of our most favorite items that we have here in the store. So we're doing a series of videos with our friends so that we can introduce people not only to the quality of our beans, but also to the ease and all of the good things that we can bring forward for convenience for your family. And we decided to start with our iPot line. Now the iPot name is named after Instant Pot and the popularity of Instant Pot, but these items can be cooked in a traditional water bath method. They can be cooked in any pressurized vessel, whether it's a stovetop pressure cooker or a modern electric as this one is. So I'm going to introduce the line a little bit. This actually started because a customer asked us for it. Years ago, prior to the pandemic, Twyla and I were doing a class together on Instant Pot. People had received them for Christmas and weren't quite sure how to use them, or they were a little intimidated because the pressure cooker that they may have been familiar with was an old unit like this, which hisses and snarls and spits and all of that at you. These modern are not like that at all. They're clean, they're very, very safe, and they make excellent food. So people receive these as a gift at Christmas time. And so in late December and early January, our customers were saying, hey, when you do your Saturday sampling, would you mind doing a class on Instant Pots? Twyla and I did. So Twyla asked me to make some of our items that already had the seasoning in them, that already had some vegetables in them. So what we did is we grabbed some beans, we made some packages up so that they'd be easy to put into an Instant Pot for her to demonstrate. Well, the customers got them, the customers loved them, and then the customers asked us, we're here to learn how to cook, but why don't you do that for us? So over the course of the pandemic times, we developed a line of chilies, and we now have 4 chilies. We start with Coming Round the Mountain white bean chili, which has 2 of our heirloom beans in it. It's excellent all by itself. All of these are vegan, vegetarian, but this one, all of them will also handle for meat lovers like myself. You can add a little leftover chicken to this. You can add some more vegetables to it, and it's wonderful. We've got our Line Shack chili, which is made with our organic black turtle beans. This is a creamy, wonderful chili that's great. This is our Base Camp chili. Now, you wonder about that name. Well, Base Camp comes from the old days. All of these names came from the old days of cowboyism. When you came back to Base Camp, everybody brought what they had. And in this case, there's 4 different types of beans plus the seasoning. To that, you might add some beef, you might add some sausage, you might add whatever you like. Several of our customers use this and add fresh vegetables to it. It's particularly good with like the squash, to make a squash chili. We also have our original, which is, this is the first mix that Chili Smith did. People would ask me in the early days, will you make a chili mix for us that just has your seasoning in it? Because they didn't want to have to purchase an entire packet of our seasoning to do it. So that's what we did. We put our beans in here. In this case, these are Lena Cisco. Lena Cisco bird egg is a creamy, wonderful pinto-like bean that's in the heirloom. And we added our seasoning to it. We've now altered it to where it's more into our iPot line, so it does have some vegetables, because you always want to have some onion and garlic and things of that nature to make a good chili. So we have that one. All right, so then people wanted some specialty items. So we developed Tres Hermanas soup. Tres Hermanas is our tribute to what's called the 3 sisters. The 3 sisters, historically, are what the native people taught us when we first came to this land on how you grow corn, beans, and squash together in the same plot. Each one helped the other to be better than it is on its own. We like that idea. So the corn grows tall. That provides a stalk or a trellis, if you will, for the beans to grow. And the squash grows low to the ground with big leaves that keep the sunlight from going in, and keeps weeds under control. We took 4 of our favorite beans that work very well with this, plus our seasonings packet. It dumps in and cooks, and all of these cook in well under an hour in an Instant Pot. So that's one that we came up with. Well, then we needed more soups, and we needed more specialty items. So folks asked us to make Cajun rice and beans. Now this has our organic rice in it that comes from here in Northern California. A family, 4th generation family grows this that we're able to use. It has our speckled Bayo bean in it, which is very rare, creamy, similar to a cranberry, but doesn't get soft and mealy when it's overcooked. So it holds up well if you want to have a pot on all afternoon for a long 49er game, or when your family's going to be coming and leaving, that sort of thing. Excellent. It's not overly spicy, so some people that want a lot of heat may have to add a little bit more. So we have those. We have Hoppin' John. Hoppin' John is one of our most popular items, and we're going to show you the Hoppin' John cooked from start to finish. It has our black-eyed peas in it, or beans. It has our organic rice in it, and a wonderful spice mix. And the beauty of this one is when the kids are hungry and you finished a soccer game or some such thing, kids can learn to cook this themselves in these vessels, and it's ready in 30 minutes. It's wonderful. Fresh food from raw beans. Beautiful. So we've got that. Then we added to that line soups. Folks want soups, so we made those. And we've got, I think, 6 or 8 different soups that we have. And then the next thing that we were asked to do was, hey, couldn't we put that into a mix that is for pot beans, you know, just a regular side box of pot of beans. And so that's what we did. We have 6 or 8 of our items there. This is what we call frijoles de la olla, which is Espanol for beans for the pot. There's just nothing better than just a side dish of beans. And so we've got several of those that you can see on our website. And you also, if you come into the store, you can see them in person, or you can, if you ask for a flyer, we'll be able to mail one to you. So here's the simplicity of cooking these items. First, you get a vessel. This is our vessel. It's just open. And as I said, we're going to do Hoppin' John. Now, we've done Hoppin' John in a separate video, but we're going to show you. You open the package this way. It does have a resealable zipper lock on it. And the reason for that is that for folks that might be cooking traditional water bath, they're not going to be putting this in while they're soaking their beans. Well, they're going to take this out. The beans are inside. Dump the beans in, whether you're going into an Instant Pot or you're going into water bath. If you're water bathing, you now have a vessel that you can put these back in and close it up where it remains safe. In our case, we're making these so they'll be ready shortly. So we're going to open the rice. Rice is already portioned. We add that. We then open our seasoning packet, which has already been portioned out, ready to go, and we add that. Now, this also has a broth in it that's an organic, vegan, vegetable broth. It's just absolutely wonderful, and it makes everything smell good. So then what we're going to do is we're going to add water. Now, 8-year-olds can do this easily. In this case, on our package, full cooking instructions are on the back. This one's going to ask for 5 cups of water. So we're going to add, this is a 2-cup measurement. So we're going to add 1, 2, and then 1 more cup. So that gives us a total of 5 cups. Good morning. Good morning. Give this a quick stir, and what that does is it just allows the spices to mix very well with our water. And we're going to end up with something looking about like that. I'll be right with you, sir. So then we're going to put that on. I'm doing this backwards. Hey, I did that pretty well. So now we've sealed the vessel. The vessel's already on. We're going to turn it to 42 minutes, and we're going to click it twice, and we're going to push the start button, and it's ready to cook. This will be cooking. The house is going to smell great. When it's done, let it release its pressure naturally. Take the lid off and give it a quick stir. It's ready to serve. Now, for those of you that have meat lovers in the family, honor them. Cook a little bit of sausage to the side. If you've got somebody that's a heavy veggie person, vegan person, plant-based person, there's no reason you can't put some fresh vegetables with this. You don't want to add all your fresh vegetables at the beginning of the cook because they're going to get overcooked. But you can do that. Once it's finished, just put your vegetables in and bump it, what we call bump it again, for about another 3 minutes. That'll cook your vegetables and you're good to go. Okay? We hope that you'll enjoy this. We hope that you'll use this. And if we can answer any questions, please go to chilismith.com or send a message to me. It's steve@chilismith.com, and I'm happy to answer. Thanks for being with us this morning.